Is this thing on? I hope so. What's up, guys? Thank you for all the support. I'm about to record another mix for you in my favorite coffee shop here in Harlem. But first, let's go for my unwanted take. So this past week, there was a young lady who has gone viral, and especially viral among the DJs and everyone who is, I would say, of the high music intelligence crowd. And what they've done is used what she said as fodder to pounce on her. And I don't think that's the right way of doing it. I think she really raised in a very important conversation. And what she said was she's tired of hearing old music. Why do we play music in the clubs that is older than 5 years? She wants to hear Afro beats and the new music. And she is not wrong for having an opinion and wanting to hear those things. I play the new music. In fact, just on my recent post, I was just saying how excited I am for a new Goldlink album that just came out at the end of May. And the Goldlink album is great to me, and I've already put it in my sets, and I will continue to have it in my sets because it's a great album. I don't think DJs don't want to play the new music. I'll be honest, there isn't a lot of good new music. And of course, that is subject to opinion, but the facts of it are when we put on a lot of the new music, the rooms go flat. Afrobeats is great. I think it is a very vibey sound with the exception of Amapiano, which is very much a dance genre within Africana, right? Or not even Africana. I say being African because Africana could be connected to Elon Musk. Anywho, everything is like kind of vibey, and there is some dance to it, but the rooms don't hold, if we're honest. You know, I love a lot of what's going on here musically with the new era, but it's just not a lot of it, and I think the discussion that's being left off the table is we digest music differently. Back in the day, in the 1900s, when I was born, we had radio, and everybody experienced music at the very same time, which is why the concerts were way more sold out than they were. You were actually able to sell physical records, and the technology was just different. So we all experienced music at the same time. With that said, yes, the labels had a lot of control and there was a lack of independence. I agree with that, but we just experienced music different. Today, we have SoundCloud, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, YouTube. I mean, I'm doing my mix on YouTube, and whatever platform you want. So we're experiencing music with our family and our friends and how we share it amongst each other, but they're really in smaller groups. And also, now, because radio is kind of phased out, the powers that be or whoever's funding these new projects, they really want songs that are going to go viral, that someone's going to either make a social media video to and it go popular, or there's going to be a dance to the song. This is why songs are 90 minutes or 90 seconds or 2 minutes, because they were never really designed to be full songs. I mean, there's a handful of artists that do songs that have more than 2 verses, and a handful of artists that even have albums that are longer than 40 minutes these days. So I think the wise thing is to take what the young lady said and have it shape your perspective on what's available to us and ask why. A DJ pal of mine said, you need to blame the labels, and he's not wrong about that. The labels are not going to fund something that's not going to move. They are in business to make money. So if you're making songs that are too long or things that can't be chopped up and used on social media where we digest music now, it's just not worth it for them to pay the money. If you think about the structure of the music industry, how scary it was for them when Chance the Rapper won all those Grammys and he had no backing. I think that showed them that, our days are numbered, and these artists actually have a way and a say-so through the internet to push their own stuff. and everybody's looking for the next hot trend, and the next hot trend is, oh, there's a dance to this. Is it? I mean, Boots on the Ground is crazy. Boots on the Ground is now like in the Black Cookout Hall of Fame. But Boots on the Ground to me is a full song, and it's long enough to be a full song, and we're probably going to hear it for decades to come. But as we talk about that, if you think about Encore by Cheryl Lynn, that still gets played. That still gets played in almost every party that I know, young, old, you name it. The song is over 40 years old. So, the complaints about the old music versus the new music, the songs are short, and the quality is not that great. And that's just the facts. We're going to DJ to the majority of the room, and if the majority of the room are folks that have access to upper mobility, this is the socioeconomic part that I was talking about in my commentary during that time, is, she mentioned Roscoe Dash, but the Roscoe Dash song came out when a lot of the 30-year-olds, 35-year-olds that are just now getting their life settled and having a salary, and y'all know I live in New York, they could afford the $25 drinks and the Uber rides home and not feel financially guilty about it. Though they're turning up to Roscoe Dash, because Roscoe Dash was out when they were 15, 16, 20, some of them in college. So we're going to play those songs because they still go off in the club. So I think everybody's opinion about the music is valid. I think everybody's frustrations about the music is valid. But we're going to make sure that everybody can party, not just a circle of you and your friends. And I could go on and on about some of the disconnects in the music culture and why people are not dancing and how we all got our phones up instead of enjoying the night. But that would just me being 40 and cringy, and I don't want that for you. So that's my unwanted opinion. A lot of it based in fact and what I'm experiencing in the DJ booth. And now it is time for me to record Since You're Listening Volume 2. Thank you for all the support that I've received on it. And we're going to keep rocking. Let's get to the music. I'm going to be playing new and old stuff. So I hope you dig it. Maybe I am getting old.